The White House has informed a U.S. congressional committee that it will not comply with a request to release documents related to a former aide. It rebuffed a request by the House Oversight Committee, which is probing payments received by former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. The committee chairman said Mr. Flynn failed to comply with the law in not disclosing the payments. He quit his job in February after misleading the White House. Mr. Flynn failed to disclose conversations with the Russian ambassador to Vice-President Mike Pence. His links to Russia are being scrutinized by the FBI and two congressional committees, as part of wider investigations into claims Moscow sought to help Donald Trump win the U.S. presidential election. The committee was seeking Mr. Flynn's application for security clearance, and the White House referred the request to the Defense Department. White House Legislative Affairs Director Mark Short also said in a letter on the 19th of April that he would be unable to accommodate the request because it relates to Mr. Flynn's actions before joining the White House. Mr. Flynn wants immunity to testify on alleged Russian election meddling, his lawyer says. He is now accused of not disclosing payments he received for speeches and lobbying in Russia and Turkey. The legal noose appears to be tightening around Michael Flynn's neck. While he was forced to resign as Donald Trump's national security advisor because of political concerns, what the White House said was a lack of honesty with Mr. Pence and other administration officials, he's now being accused of disclosure violations that could carry criminal charges. While this is obviously concerning to Mr. Flynn, it's also a significant embarrassment for the White House, as these revelations represent a massive breakdown in the vetting process for its higher-ranking officials. The position of National Security Advisor is extremely sensitive, effectively the president's eyes and ears within the defense and intelligence communities, and the person who fills the role should be free from any possible foreign entanglements or possible ethical conflicts. The contours of Mr. Flynn's Russian connections were firmly in view as he emerged as a contender for a White House job, and yet, it appears, the president and his team either pressed on without delving deeper into the matter or, perhaps more concerning, allowed the former general to come on board in spite of everything they may have known.